We're always teaching people how to treat us based on how we're treating ourselves. So the thing is that people will treat different people completely differently. They will see, oh my god, how much disrespect can this person handle? How much can I cross this person's boundaries? And if you're very willing to let people cross your boundaries, if you're very willing to let people speak to you in any shape, way, or form they prefer, then they will understand, okay, this person doesn't really have boundaries, this person doesn't really respect them, and then they will mirror how you view yourself back to you. If you're someone who wants to walk into every single room feeling worthy, feeling respected, feeling admired, and feeling adored, then this video is for you. Because in this video, I'll share with you some really simple but some really essential tips that you guys need to start incorporating if you want every single person to not just look at you and think, oh my god, this person is sweet, this person is nice, but to look at you and respect you, respect your opinion, respect your presence, respect what you have to say, and respect your overall being. So without wasting any further time, let's get into it. The first thing that you guys need to become very clear on is that what you will and will not accept in your life. Okay, so will you accept someone speaking to you in a not very nice manner, or will you be like, you know what, I don't like the way you speak to me, can you please not speak to me like that? You don't have to be rude, you don't have to be, you know, like, don't speak to me like that, whatever. Like, you don't have to do that. Just be like, listen, I don't like the way you speak to me. If you continue speaking to me like that, then I will no longer engage with you. When you have such level of respect for yourself and you have such a level of boundaries for yourself, then people will be like, okay, this person will not tolerate whatever I have to say to them, so I have to show up in a way where they feel respected, and only then can I have this beautiful energy in my life. Okay, and that's exactly how stern you guys have to be. And I know some people will say, but you know, I don't want to be an inconvenience, I don't want anyone to feel bad. I understand that, you guys, you know, we're all coming from a nice place when we're thinking all these things, but if you aren't an inconvenience to other people in terms of their behavior towards you, then you will never ever be able to respect your own self. Okay, so for you to even look at yourself in the mirror and say that, you know what, I am respected every single way, no one can speak to me in whatever way they prefer, you have to start being an inconvenience, and you have to start being stern with your boundaries. And truly and honestly, you guys, the people who appreciate that side of you, the people who like, you know what, I like that person, I like that this person is a little stern, is a little conservative, but because they stand up for themselves, I like to be in their energy, because I know that they won't just accept any Tom, Dick and Harry in their life, right? And that's exactly the image you build. So naturally, by raising your vibration to such a level, you attract people whose vibration is also risen, and you become this repellent to all these low-level individuals who don't know how to speak, who don't know how to talk, and who are just there to embarrass you or just, like, you know, not make you feel good. The second thing that you guys have to keep in mind is you also have to take care of yourself and of your body and of your appearance. Okay, your looks, like, I don't think your facial features matter. Like, when people talk about your looks matter, I don't think it's like your face and everything that matters. I feel like the way you present yourself, that matters. And I'm not kidding you guys, I've never seen someone who's very well put together, you know, very well groomed, very well dressed. I've never seen that person and said that, oh my god, this person is not pretty. Because I feel like looks, like, for me, and I think for a lot of us right now, we don't like the facial features as much. We like how they present themselves, how they speak, how they puts their energy forward. That is what is attractive, right? It's not the looks aspect so much, it is how you present your already given, God-given looks to the world. That is what, like, determines if you're attractive or not, in my humble opinion. So if you really want people to look at you and respect you, you have to have that energy from within. You have to radiate that respectful energy from within. I feel like a very good hack to have that respectable energy about yourself is to just put some effort in the way you dress and the way you look. Okay, like, make sure that your hair is good, make sure you're dressing nice, you're dressing professionally, you're dressing like someone who is smart, okay, who looks like, okay, they give a damn about how they look, and who just presents themselves in a nice manner. If you do these little things, people will look at you and be like, okay, this person is not shabby, this person is waking up every single day and at least making an effort to look good and to look put together. So that must mean that they really respect themselves. And then, you know, when they see you like you respect yourself, you also feel like you respect yourself. And just by the act of simply dressing up for yourself and, like, making sure you put together, you look classy, you look clean in all the nice ways, you feel that energy within yourself, and that energy then radiates outside. Third thing to truly feel respectful and worthy from within is to counter the live your life narrative. You know, you're only 20, you'll never be 20 again, so live your life, go out, do whatever you can. And even if it's like having, you know, the fun that people are having these days, like, do everything and, like, don't think about the consequences because you'll never be 20. I feel like that is wrong. And I was also sold this narrative a little bit, so, you know, I tried it and I didn't like it, and I feel like now when I look back, I know for a fact that this is not what I want to do, this is not my past, this is not what I align with. And for me to truly even look at myself and feel like, okay, I respect you, I respect what you do, I respect your decisions in life, I respect your opinions, I have to control my urges, I have to control this whole live your life and go out and do whatever you want, right? So if you truly want to feel worthy and you truly want to respect yourself, also have boundaries with how you make decisions in life. Are you engaging in impulsive behaviors? Impulsive behaviors are never going to serve you in the long run, right? So ask yourself, why am I engaging in this behavior? Is it going to serve me? And I'm talking about all behaviors that involve impulsive decisions after 9 p.m., right? So think about that and ask yourself, is it gonna serve me? Is it not gonna serve me? If it's not gonna serve me, then I don't want to engage in it, right? So yes, be free with making your choice, be free with your life, live your life in the way you want, but at the end of the day, always know the consequences, and just really ask yourself if the choice that you're making is worth the consequences. So if in any shape, way or form you're devaluing your worth, you're giving access to your energy, to your body, to your anything, without feeling that from within and without feeling like it's necessary to do, then do not engage in that, right? Because that will really protect you. It will protect your energy, it will protect how you interact with yourself, how you interact with the world, and that will make you feel high valued and like a high worthy individual who respects themselves. And when you respect yourself, people will sense that, oh my god, she respects herself, energy from you, and that is when they respect you, because everyone is you pushed out. So if you feel that energy from within by doing all these things, you will definitely feel that energy, and then people will catch on that energy and respect you as a result of it. One very good tip that you can implement to actually feel this even more is to see yourself like a goddess, see yourself like a queen, see yourself like a goddess. Okay, goddess is better, I feel, because a goddess will not engage in any sort of irrespectable behavior. A goddess will not speak to anyone who is sort of gonna devalue their worth eventually, and a goddess will always treat her with top tier things, with top tier treatment, and will not tolerate low value things, okay, in any shape, way or form. So when you have that vision for yourself that, oh my god, I'm a goddess, you wake up with that, I'm a goddess, and a goddess doesn't engage in anything which is low value, that is when you can truly feel high value, truly level up in your sense of self-worth, and that is when people respect you as a result of it. The next thing is to stop with the constant chasing of other people's validations and other people's approval. When you're constantly chasing other people's validation, chasing other people's approval, you're giving them literally the essence of your self-worth in their hands. Like, okay, when you think I'm worthy, that's when I'm worthy. When you think I'm pretty, when you think I'm this, when you think I'm that, and that is the only time I can feel good about myself. That is the only time I can feel good about everything that's happening in my life. So do you see how by chasing other people's validation, chasing other people's approval, wanting to be liked, wanting to be appreciated, wanting to be any of these things actually gives away your essence, your power to someone else? Right? So ask yourself, are you constantly, looking for other people's validation? Are you dressing up? Are you saying things that you should not be saying? Are you going to places that you should not be going? Are you doing anything to chase other people's approval and to chase other people's validation? If the answer is yes, then you simply have to understand that you're outsourcing your worth, okay? And if you're outsourcing your worth, then people will take that power. People will accept that power. People will okay, you want to give me the power of your value? Okay, I will take it and I will tell you that you are this, you are that, or whatever, right? So you really don't have to do that, you guys. Take that power back and understand that I am the goddess, I am the queen, I am the king, okay? If you're a guy that's watching, right? And I will decide my worth, I will decide my value. So how do you actually do that? Start pursuing yourself. Don't pursue others. Don't pursue anything outside of yourself. Pursue you, okay? Whatever that means. Pursue your goals. Whatever speaks true to you, whatever speaks true to your soul, whatever you feel like you're here to do in the world, create that, become that, be that, okay? Put all your power, all your energy, your frequency, your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions in pursuing yourself, okay? And in that journey, in that pursuit of self is when you truly understand, oh my god, it was never about anyone else. It was always about me and following my calling, and it was always about pursuing myself. And the joy that you feel, the passion that you feel, the happiness that you feel when you're pursuing yourself is what is gonna make you feel very worthy within yourself, because you'll be like, now I'm waking up and I'm doing things for me. Now I'm my day is designed for me. My day is aligned with me, with my soul, right? With my passions, with my purpose. And when you have such level of conviction in where you're going in life, what you're doing in life, even if there are no results, so to speak, even if you're just pursuing that, you feel so valued for yourself, you feel so worthy within yourself, because you're like, for the first time in my life, I'm making decisions for me. And that's when people will sense that energy again. People will be like, okay, wow, this person really does not need validation. This person is going to follow their dreams, whether I give my 2 cents or not. And that is when people will respect you for it. People will value you for it, because wow, you are someone who is whole and complete and full from within, and there's nothing and no one that can deter you off your path. And when you are on such level of a frequency, your frequency instantly raises as a result of all these things. And as we've discussed a lot on this channel, your vibe will attract new individuals. So even if you've outgrown your previous ones, if you keep upgrading your frequency, if you keep working on yourself, pursuing yourself, people who are matched to that, to your ambitions, to your life, to anything that you're putting into yourself, will be sent in your reality, and you will get to engage with them, you will get to talk to them, and as a result of all these beautiful things, you're just leveling up even more. The next thing is a little bit controversial, but as much as I've lived my journey, I have realized this thing, and that's why I'm giving my wisdom to you guys, and that is to be conservative. Be conservative and be that person who is not saying yes to everything, who's not like, just like saying yes to people please, not saying yes to fit in or whatever. Conservatism is one thing that will help you in life to feel high valued. And what really is being conservative? Why is being conservative so looked down upon in today's world? Well, conservative is nothing but an individual who thinks that they are it, and they respect themselves, they respect their time, they respect their privacy, and they will not say yes to anything that is not something very pleasing to them, right? So if someone is conservative, they will be very, very, very selective with their time and energy. So if someone is inviting them to a social event, they'll genuinely sit and evaluate. They won't say yes, okay, let's go, yeah. Of course, sometimes we all are that person, but like for most part of it, they'll be like, okay, does this align with my values? Does this align with my beliefs? Does this align with my life direction? Do I really want to go? And then if that social event, that superficial social event is not going to serve them in any shape, way or form, and they're not even in the mood to have fun, because sometimes, we're all in a mood to have fun, we go out, we have fun, and it's like a nice night out. No, like I will never be the person to tell you to don't do that, because it just makes you feel happy and fills your soul in a beautiful way. But if you like, every single day and every other day, you're just like wasting your time, wasting your energy, a conservative individual will be very like, wait, this doesn't serve me, this is not good for me, so I will say no to it without even having any guilt for saying no. Now that's the level of value, and that's the level of worth you feel from within when you have that much respect for your time and energy. The second thing is be reserved with your presence. Conservative individuals are very reserved with their presence. They're not the ones to, meet someone and tell them their life story. They're not the ones to share their feelings, their thoughts, everything, that this is happening in my life. They're very reserved. They see, okay, who is this person I'm interacting with? What is their energy? What do they bring to the table? Like, how do they think? What are their worldviews? Are they really going to listen to me, or am I just yapping for no reason? Even like some people are not like listening to you guys. They're just waiting for themselves to yap. So conservative individuals will be like really evaluative, that if this person even deserves to hear my opinions. So they will wait to see how this person is, and if this person is to be trusted. And if they don't get the vibe, if they don't get the energy from them, then they will never share their opinions. And honestly, you guys, conservative individuals will also keep some parts just private to every single person. They won't share their business, they won't talk about whatever's happening in their life. They will stay reserved and they will stay private, and only their trusted people, the ones that they trust, the ones that are truly to be trusted, only they will know what's happening in their life, and everyone else will like have them meet them, but no one will exactly know what's going on. Now that again is something that's frowned upon, because you should be sharing and everything. But truly, you guys, to truly respect yourself and respect your energy and protect your peace, protect your energy, you have to learn to be conservative. The next thing that you guys have to do is to be intentional with your image, with the image that people perceive you with, because again, that's something that's not talked about that much. But I feel like if you want to be respected, if you want to be valued, then you have to create an image in which you're valued. So you always have to like show up with your best attitude. You always have to be positive about life. You always have to like present yourself to the world in a way where people look at you, they're like, okay, I don't know so much about this person, but what I see is what I like. So you have to have that queen like energy. How these royals, when they walk out their palace, they always walk out with that, okay, I am someone, I am a queen, they literally are. But like you will never know what's happening behind the scenes. You will never know what they're doing. But when they walk out, they're always meeting people with the biggest smile. They're always like greeting people. They're always nice. They're always presentable. You'll never find them shabby. You'll never find them lazing around. Why? Because they care about how they're presenting themselves to the world, and that in turn makes people look at them and respect them. Okay, now this one's a little, I would say, subjective. If you're someone who genuinely finds happiness with like presenting everything about yourself, and you feel good about that, and it really lights up your soul, guys, please do that. Then whatever feels authentic to you in this area, please do that, but do it with this energy about yourself, with this charm about yourself. The next thing is to be grounded with your energy. So people who truly value themselves, they know that their energy matters. They know that their opinions, their everything about themselves matters. So when someone is like arguing with them, trying to prove their points to them, they don't try to change them, right? Okay, you have these opinions about yourself, this is what you think about yourself. I don't want to engage and try to change your opinions and waste my energy, waste my time on you. Why? Because if I see that you can't change, if I see that you don't have that in you, then they won't waste their time. Like high value individuals will be like, okay, this person is this. If I want to engage in that energy and I feel like it'll be beneficial to both of us, then they engage. If they feel like, okay, this person is not here to change, anything that I say to them, anything that I try to tell them will not really change them, they make their peace with that, and they're reserved with their energy. So even with their energy, they're very like conscious of who they're giving their energy to, and they will always prioritize peace of mind and just feeling this calm within themselves over arguments, because they know that the arguments are not going to fulfill them. Arguments not going to lead to any conclusion or anything in their life. So that's why they will always choose peace over winning the argument, over people pleasing, over like being stubborn with their opinions. They'll be like, okay, this is what you feel, that's fine. I'm going to take my energy back and I'm going to invest it somewhere that actually benefits me. The next thing to truly feel high valued is to be disciplined with your actions. Any single person who has built their worth, who's built their value, is because they've done things every single day that have reinforced to them that they are a high value individual. So you really have to sit down and be very disciplined and very intentional with how you're going to spend your day. It's because all these impulsive decisions of let me just like, go out, or let me just like waste my day, let me do this, is not what a high value individual is doing. Because a high value individual has a vision for themselves. Like they have a vision for where their life is going and they align themselves with it. They know it's going to be a difficult path, they know it's going to be a difficult journey, but they know that this is what is the next step for them, and there's nothing that is more fulfilling to their soul than just like pursuing that path and pursuing that goal, because they know that that eventually will add up to themselves feeling good about themselves and add up to being a high value individual. So don't focus so much on the fleeting pleasures of life, the little fun over there, the little fun over here. Focus on one thing, dedicate yourself to it, pursue yourself, pursue your goals, and through that you will find such like life lessons in just the pursuit of things. You will learn so much about yourself, about your limiting beliefs, about your fears, about every single thing that we talk about on this channel, honestly. And working on the internal journaling and just being on this journey of self will make you so aware of who you are, aware of what this life actually is, and so many awakenings are on the way for you, and that will actually evolve you in such a high value individual than any fleeting experience or any short-term pleasure would. But with that, I would also say take out time to also have fun, take out time to just be silly, like sometimes just be okay, sometimes just like let it go sometimes, because that will recharge you and recharge your energy, which is eventually again helping you to live that life for yourself, right? Now the next thing a high value individual does is that they have self-respect, but they do not have an ego. Ego comes from a fragile personality. Ego comes from a not so mature personality. When someone has an ego, they will they will order people around, or they will get offended very fast, they will do this very fast. That is not a high value individual. High value individual respects themselves. They are very reserved with their energy, but they're polite, they're nice, they have manners. When they treat people, they treat them with the ultimate kindness, and they never have that ego by themselves. Like they will never be like, oh my god, don't talk to me, don't do this. So if you truly wanna feel good about yourself, just work on yourself. But apart from that, be very polite and very respectful to anyone who comes in your energy and who comes in your presence, because no one deserves to be treated badly, okay? And it is not cool, it is not cool to be rude, it is not cool to act like you're the cool person and just like say anything to anyone. It is not cool to do all these things. Be very polite and very mannered. Learn some manners, okay guys? Like again, a controversial take, but like to have manners is to just be nice and be aware of your surroundings and make sure that no one feels uncomfortable in your presence. Because there's this very beautiful quote, and I will never forget that quote, which is that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people never forget how you made them feel. So make sure whoever comes in your presence feels nice, feels respected, feels like a better person, because they were in your presence, and they feel this energy of love from you. Because kindness is not a weakness, it is a strength. Self-sacrificing is a weakness. There's a difference between the two. And if you can understand the line between the two, and you can lean more on kindness, but at the same time not be sacrificing with yourself, that is when you've perfected the balance of becoming a high value individual, obviously, and just becoming a balanced individual. Now the last thing is to not need anything from anyone. Independence, you guys, is empowering. Emotional independence, financial independence, and spiritual independence will make you unshakable in life, okay? And I'm not saying that later down the lane you meet someone and you can do your 50-50 or whatever. Of course, if you prefer that, you can do that. But in life, if you truly just want to be a whole person on your own, work on becoming independent in every single realm of your life, okay? Because when you're dependent on someone for any of these factors, there's this vulnerability that you have, there's this control that they have over you, and they can remove whatever they're giving you, emotional fulfillment or financial fulfillment. They can remove that at any point in time, right? And that's why you feel this, oh my god, like I really have to please this person. Like there's this, I feel like this dependency that you have on that other person, which can make you feel vulnerable, right? Which can make you feel like you need that person. And we don't want to be needing people, right? If you want to be in a relationship with someone, you want to be in a friendship with someone, you should want to be in that friendship because the bond is so pure. There's a connection over there, the energy is matched. Like there's this liveliness that comes when you guys meet, and it's just mutually beneficial to the both of you. That's when you want to be in a connection with someone. You don't want to be in a connection with someone when you need them because they're providing this one aspect, and if like this person goes, then you don't have that one aspect, and that's the only reason you're in a connection, even though then you know that all these other aspects that they have are not good. That can be the love aspect, the emotional aspect, the financial aspect, the spiritual aspect, anything. Okay, you should be so whole and so filled from within that then you just attract someone who's also whole and looking for that mutual respect and mutual connection and a genuine bond. And that is when you lose that fear of losing someone, the fear of not having someone, which ultimately raises your frequency, because the frequency of like needing something is what lowers your vibration. So that raises your frequency, and then your self-worth becomes intrinsic. You stop valuing things like relationships or achievements or goals outside. Like, you stop valuing anything outside of yourself to make you feel worthy, because you've given those things to yourself in a very nice and a beautiful manner. So now I just want to leave you guys with one quote, and that is that true worth is freedom. True worth is freedom from people's opinions, from like external achievements, freedom from wanting love, needing love, or any of these things. When you've truly freed yourself from needing any of these things from outside of yourself, you have built a home within yourself. You have built a sanctuary within yourself. And that sanctuary is what self-worth is. When you know you're a goddess or a king or a, no, I would say God, God is one. But like when you know you are all these things, that's when you know that you are a worthy individual, right? So thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. If you guys like this video, please guys, you can hit the like button down below, because that will really help me with more reach. And yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. If you're interested in content like this, content about life, about becoming the best version of yourself, becoming everything that you've ever wanted, honestly, then this channel is for you. Definitely hit the subscribe button down below and join the fam that we have. And thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video, and I will see you on my next one.